Hey guys, it is Abby. How are you guys doing tonight? Tonight we hear from someone who writes in and said that he is torn. He wants to himself and his wife to explore a threesome, and because the thought of watching that turns him on. But he's afraid of rejection. So, yeah, let's find out what he's got to say. I'll use my matches today. All right. I love that smell. I know it's totally bad for you, but I like it. Anyway, here's what he has to say. He says, Hi, Abby. Sorry, I gotta move this a little bit. Alright, says, my wife and I have a great love life and enjoy being adventurous. Recently, we began discussing bringing a third person, female, into the bedroom. Much to my surprise, she said she wanted to bring in her good friend. They are both fitness instructors and are extremely attractive. However, I am hairy, bald, and a little overweight. Recently, my wife's friend went to a swingers club and mentioned to her that she should come along with her sometime. My wife, being the sweetheart that she is, told her friend that she wouldn't go without me. So here's my dilemma. I'm afraid, terrified even. I'm concerned that I will just end up being a wallflower off in the corner of some room watching these two hotties rolling around together and getting railed by other superior men. We have always been monogamous, but I get turned on just thinking about sharing her. I need it to be reciprocated. I'm very torn. What do you think I should do? Thanks in advance. Well, reading this email kind of leaves me a little torn, if I'm being honest. I'm a big fan of and a big advocate of being open and honest, and communication being a top priority in any relationship. So I have to ask, have you both communicated to each other how you would like to see this scenario or fantasy of yours play out? I think that's an important discussion to have, especially if you're having reservations about it. But I have to ask because I'm a little confused by what you're saying is conflicting you. Because you said that you're turned on by the thought of just watching them, but are worried that you will not be included. So I think you need to ask yourself, as I'm asking you, are you wanting to be a cuckold or a swinger? Like a threesome, foursome, moresome sort of deal? Because what you're describing is, you said you wanted to watch her with another woman, or you've discussed watching her with another woman, which kind of leans towards the the threesome thing. But you're saying you only want to watch. That's what turns you on. So if you're only watching, I would think that would kind of lean you more towards the cuckold side of things than the swinger or threesome foursome situation. You know, I guess you need to iron that out with yourself, really, as to what exactly it is you want. I mean, do you want it to start off that way, you watching and you join in, or they include you in? Do you want to be included in, or do you just want to sit back and watch? You know, these are all kind of questions you need to ask yourself before you engage in this. I have to say kudos to your wife for making sure that you were included in this and telling her friend that she wasn't going to go to the club without you. I think that's pretty great, you know, of her to make sure that you're being included in this, and you know, she's considering your thoughts and feelings in before she does this. You know, she loves you, obviously, if she wants you to be a part of this fantasy in this situation. So kudos to her for doing that. That's very respectable. And that's good. That's good in a situation like that, because that shows you she wants you. And she wants you to be a part of it, which is awesome. That means, you know, that's a good foundation for engaging in that kind of activity anyway, is it's something in addition to a little spice to every now and then for you guys. And she's just not out doing it on her own. You know, when you're having this discussion with her, I would make sure that you discuss what your rules and boundaries are going to be. You know, what your limits, what you're willing to engage in, what you're not. If you want to be included in it, or if you just want to sit back and watch. You know, as far as your concern about you know, making sure that you're a part of the whole thing with your parent because of your appearance, again, that's going to come into play with, do you want to engage in the activities with and making you a swinger, or do you want to just sit back and watch? So you definitely need to decide where you want to go with that, or do you want to do a little bit of both? As far as your appearance goes, I personally would say don't worry about it. I think that once you get to a swingers club, you're going to probably find people of all different shapes and sizes that engage in such activity. So I don't think that you'll be left alone or rejected, so to speak. You know, I don't think that you will have anything to worry about with that. You know, so I wouldn't be too sure. I would, obviously if you want to be involved, I would make sure that your wife knows that, and make sure if, you're not getting the attention you want or need, make sure that she's making sure that you're attended to in that situation. If it's a thing that you're just overall in general nervous about trying that because it's new, I don't think that it's uncommon for anyone to be nervous about trying that for the first time. It's new, it's exciting, it's, kind of intimidating and scary all at the same time. I think if you are going to engage in it, you need to take that nervousness and intimidated feeling and just throw caution to the wind, get rid of it, and just dive in. You never know, you might have the time of your life, and this could be a new exciting thing for you guys. And if you don't like it, you can always end it there. It doesn't have to go on forever, continue. That's what you guys make it. You and your wife make it. I would suggest maybe trying it on a smaller scale first before you go out to a club. In your home, with the three of you, if that's who you choose, your wife and her friend. See how that goes, how you feel about it. If you like it, dive in a little deeper. No pun intended there, guys. Wow, I just said that. I really just said that. Okay, anyway. Try it out, just smaller scale, see if you like it. If you like it, great, jump into the club scene. And the thing about the clubs or house parties or hotel parties or whatever avenue you choose to go, a lot of times they, you don't have to engage if you don't want to. If you want to sit back and just observe and get the vibe, get the feel of what's going on, that's an option for you too. No one says you have to get in there and do it the first time either. You can just go and check it out and see what it's all about and decide from there if that's what you want to do first. And I think really with you doing the threesome with your wife and her friend might, and after you've done that with them, not only will you get a better idea of whether or not this is actually something for you and that you like and want to pursue more, but it may give you a little more self-confidence, and it won't be so intimidating to go out into a club where there's lots of people and a big atmosphere. So that's something to consider too. But that is all I have. I hope you find this information helpful. You'll have to write back in. I would love for you to write back in and let me know how it goes, what you tried, and how it went for you, and what were your thoughts and feelings on it, and if you decided to pursue it more and continue, or if it's something that you tried once and just wasn't your thing. Please do let us know if you are able. For all the rest of you out there, if you have any suggestions, recommendations, been in this situation, know how this guy feels, have any advice for him, leave it in the comments. Help him out. Obviously I can't touch on every little tidbit about these things. So, there's lots of you out there who have had experiences with such. Let them know what you think. If you have any advice or tips or whatever. Otherwise, I say just dive in and have fun with it. And that is all I have for you guys today. I will see you all real soon. Bye.